What's up everybody, it's me Johnny G and welcome back to the channel for another food review video. This time we are diving into another Oreo cookie review. But something that I never expected them to do. Now I say that when under the circumstances we've tried a few flavors that probably were things that I never really expected them to do before and whatever. They were fruity flavors and so many other various varieties that I just don't know how they ever thought of. Which leads me to the fact that I don't know how they thought of this one, but it's out there. It is a product that passed quality testing and made it to store shelves. Today, we have the limited edition Oreo Firecracker Pop. And as you can see, they are blue raspberry, lemon, and cherry flavored cream, artificially flavored. Now, this is interesting. It looks like it's going to be like a plain, like a vanilla cookie. Like it's got the vanilla cookie style coloring to the cookie. Doesn't look darker like the graham cracker ones, but it still looks like instead of chocolate, they chose to go with the vanilla, which that replicates the color of the popsicle stick as well, I think a little better. So we've got that. And what we're going to do our typical double try of an Oreo. We'll do a plain one first, and then I do have a glass of milk here to the side because Oreo, milk's favorite cookie. We gotta dunk it in some milk, give that a taste, and see how it is. Now, as usual for our food review process, I will read the nutrition facts, and I'll hold them up here first so you can see them. We'll read over the nutrition facts. We'll go over that real quick, open it up, do the smell test, then we'll do our tasting and rate it out of 10. So first and foremost, here are the ingredients. If you want to go ahead and read the ingredients and the nutrition facts, that is right here. You can pause that however you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to read the nutrition facts right now. So this whole package in its entirety is 11.46 ounce or 324 grams. We have 9 servings per container. And a serving size is 2 cookies. So we're gonna have a whole serving here. One serving is 180 calories, total fat 9 grams, saturated fat 3.5 grams, trans fat 0 grams, cholesterol 0 milligrams, 80 milligrams of sodium. That's not too bad. I don't know if that's low for Oreos, but low sodium obviously is better, unless it's good like natural salts and things like that. So that's my understanding, at least. I'm still learning these kind of things. And actually I've been learning a lot more lately as I've been on my own diet. But 25 grams of total carbohydrates, which is 0 grams of dietary fiber, 15 grams of total sugars, which includes 15 grams of added sugars. So they're all added. Protein less than 1 gram. 0 micrograms of vitamin D, 0 milligrams of calcium, 0.5 milligrams of iron, 10 milligrams of potassium. So yeah, interesting. But that's all there is to it. Now off the top of my head, I can't really compare that to anything. I'm not positive on it, but like in comparison to regular Oreos, how those numbers stack up, but they don't sound too entirely bad to me right now. But here we go. Let's open them up. Give you guys a quick look here. So that's what they look like in the package. They're like a triple stuff, almost like double stuff, triple stuff, however you want to call it, but multicolored cream. Let's do the smell test. I can kind of get a whiff of them from here, but very fruity. And I don't know if I'm going to like this, but I still to this day am very disappointed that I missed out on the Swedish Fish Oreos. And back in that day, when they put those out, they were like an exclusive to like Kroger, which I don't have a Kroger anywhere around me. And every once in a while, I know things like that products will kind of leak out and be on another store's shelves, like very temporarily, or you may see it at one additional store that's in their wheelhouse, like in the same ownership group. But most of the time that's not the case. But I completely missed out on that. And like my dad at the time, I wasn't doing it. I had done it before, but we both used to drive for the American Red Cross. We worked for a courier that had vans and basically would take calls from the Red Cross that would tell them, you know, hey, we have an emergency blood delivery to go to such and such a hospital, or we would get scheduled to go pick up from blood drives and things like that. we'd cross states and go all kinds of different places up here in like the Northeast. But we used to drive and we used to go all kinds of places. And my dad would stop on the way home just for like a bathroom break or something, and he'd look for exclusive items and things like that. Anytime we'd do that, we'd deduct time off of our things because, you know, hey, we're making a stop. It's not part of our time driving and things like that. We'd deduct it, but we'd stop, do a bathroom break, whatever. But he did more of like searching for items and things like that, because I would tend to just get on the highway and go. I was too like, I don't want to, you know, I want to be home. But he used to stop at places, and he'd stop at Kroger and all these different places and try to find things like that for me. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get the Swedish Fish Oreos. So I still regret that. But when we had things like the fruit punch, we had so many different other like fruity flavor varieties that I haven't really cared for much, but there were some that surprised me, admittedly. But I can't remember what all I've tried here on the channel for you guys, but I have tried some additional ones outside of the channel, obviously. So I'm hoping that I will like this, but I'm not holding out hope. So, like I said, we're gonna do 2 here. And first and foremost, we're gonna take a cookie and we're gonna try it. Now we're gonna try the cookie, and then we'll try the cream and the cookie kind of separately, and then we'll dunk it in milk. So, like I said, the smell, you definitely get the flavor, the very fruity, very pungent fruity flavor or scent coming through here. And it's not too promising. Very artificial smelling in a way, but we'll separate it. As you can see, still a ton of cream right there. Let's try the cookie first. Yeah. That's just your plain vanilla cookie. There's a little hint of that cherry flavor from the cream on there. This is definitely not promising. Let's go with this side. It's not horrible. It's not great either. But I'm only like just now getting the separation of the flavors. I think there's too much going on with this that it's hard for you to just differentiate the flavors and enjoy it as you take a bite, as you try to actually taste the different creams. So obviously the top one that I had there was the cherry, and I kind of flipped it in my mouth unintentionally, like as I went to eat it, and it pulled the cream off. So I got to kind of chew up the cookie a little bit first, but then as I'm chewing up the cream, it's all just like smashing together. So I mostly got the cherry first, and then started to get little hints of the lemon and a little bit of blue raspberry there after the fact. So it just has too much going on that it's hard to taste it all at once, if you get what I'm saying. So again, not horrible, not great either. So let's try it in milk though, to see how the flavor is with milk. We got our glass here. I'm gonna try not to shake too much, but give it a dunk. Let it soak for just a second here. And then here we go. Yeah. Milk, unfortunately, does nothing to it. Wow. What a blend of flavors. It does kind of give you a very slight feel after the fact, again, that you know, when you start to actually taste all the flavors, you do kind of get the feel of what they're going for. You do kind of get the ice pop, but or Firecracker Pop, Red Rocket Pop, whatever name you want it to go by. They go by so many different names and generic ones to avoid whatever copyright, whoever owns the official rights to it. But so many different companies make them and name it different things, but that's besides the point. You can kind of taste later after the fact that they, you know, what they're going for. You can taste that that is what this is supposed to be. But the flavor of this and the cream is so much more artificially that it doesn't give you exactly what you're expecting. It doesn't give you what you're looking for in terms of tasting like the Popsicle itself. And again, it has way too much going on that when you start to eat it, you start to chew it up, you're losing the ability to taste the individual flavors, and you don't get that until after you've like swallowed and finished, or just have that lingering taste left in your mouth. So it is what it is, but it's unfortunately not that great. So for the limited edition Oreo Firecracker Pop, if I were rating this out of 10, I am going to give it 4 out of 10. I don't know why. That's the first number that comes to mind. It's not great. It's not great. The fruity flavor, it just doesn't go well for me. Milk does not help this at all. Overall, you can tell that they were attempting the Firecracker Pop, the Ice Pop, whatever, but it just doesn't taste appealing to make me want to go back for more. The novelty of it does not save it in any way, shape, or form in this case. It doesn't make me want to eat more of these, to buy more of these, to make me enjoy this. So that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. Let me know in the comments if you've tried these, or what other obscure Oreo flavors you've tried, or which ones are your favorite. With that said, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more fun food reviews, gaming content, and so much more, voice acting stuff, whatever else we've got in store for you. And make sure to share it as well if you can. Let other people know what we've got in store here on the channel. With that, that's it for this review, and we will see you all next time.